Welcome, Wisconsin Rapids community access viewers and Lincoln High School Red Raider wrestling fans. This is the WIAA Team Sectional Tournament coming to you from the Stevens Point Area Senior High School Fieldhouse. 4 teams wrestle tonight. Number 1 ranked Kaukauna will take on number 6 ranked Hortonville. Number 2 ranked Wisconsin Rapids takes on Neenah. That's the semifinal round. Then the winners of both dual meets will meet in the finals a little later on this evening. Last year the Red Raiders were in the team sectional as well. They took out Middleton in the first round, 64-18. Then they met Holman in the finals. They beat them 37-25. Now this year, I'm not sure what the reason is, the Rapids Red Raiders got moved around the state and put into a different sectional. As, again, I'm not sure why. They spent a year or two over in West Salem. They spent a year or so down by Slinger. And they just seem to keep getting moved around. This year they move east over into the Kaukauna sectional. Menasha is where we will host the individual sectionals. And that will be coming up this Saturday. My name is Scott Tesch. I'll be giving you move by move commentary. Joining me, giving him outside seats, and we thank him for his volunteering this evening, Mr. Craig Tim. 113 is the draw weight for the first round of wrestling. And I'm not sure if we're going to get any announcements of who's who, but this is Luke Hamill, your Red Raider. He's either got Marcus Peterson or Ian Sparks. Red Raiders looking for Hamill to get them off to a good start, get us rolling early and often here. In the first of the matches, underhook hard by Hamill on the left-hand side. Inside leg trip off that overhook by Hamill. Hamill into double leg and left. Back trip takes him down to his back. Looking to get a pin right here is Luke Hamill. Hamill looking to get near fall, still working on. He's got a minute 8, I do believe, if that's the time. Hamill snatches him, runs it back in with a half. Got that arm stuck underneath the bar. There's the pin. Luke Hamill on a fall. Six Red Raider team points. And they jump out in front of the Neenah Rockets 6-0 after the first weight class. Gonna have to try to get you the matches through track wrestling, as we are not getting any help here. And this is 120 pounds for the Red Raiders. Luke Hamill against Marcus Peterson of Neenah. 120-pounder Deegan Armagast against Alex Zulsdorf. Deegan Armagast, your Red Raider. Front headlock, got elbow control, head in the side, around the corner we go. Got the takedown and the 3 points and the lead. Half and a wrist tied up. Armagast runs over Zilsdorf, got him in deep trouble, squeezing him up tight. Referee looking for a pin, and he found one. Deegan Armagast puts 6 more on the board in the Red Raiders column. It's 12-0 with the 126-pound matchup coming up. And we'll see what we have coming up at 126. Going to end with the 106-pounders. It'll be the final matchup of the night. Again, these guys will wrestle, the teams will wrestle each other in the individual sectional on Saturday. So this is Landon Freeman against Keston Teed. Freeman with a 3-point takedown. Wrist tied up underneath on the right-hand side by Freeman. Freeman looking for a tip here. Freeman got a bar on the right-hand side. Looking to snatch a wrist on the left here as Teed comes up, gets some elbow control now. Trying to turn inside, get Freeman out. He gets the reversal as Freeman got over top of his shoulders. And it's now 3-2. Freeman now to his feet. Teed drops down to an ankle. Freeman gets the reversal. Half looking to get thrown on this left-hand side by the Red Raider. Got a bar on the far side, stacks him right over top of the shoulders. This is going to be pretty tight in here. Short time in the period. Time runs out, 4 more near fall. And again, we cannot see the scoring clock here. And the two that are above the the two big scoreboards, I'm not sure what they got on them, but it isn't right for any dual meet. 9-2 right now. Freeman with a lead. They're on their feet. Teed with a shot in. Freeman with a counter. Round behind gets the 3 takedown. 12-2 now. Two Teed from Nina's, a 16 and 17 sophomore. And Kakana picked up a pin. Armbar trying to get a wrist tied up. Now trying to get the turn. Drives him over, trying to, and Teed fights that attempt. Teed up to a base now. Freeman rolls him through, suicide style. Still got a bar. And the official counted, I'm not sure, once, twice, or 3 times. Again, change this year, 3 points for a takedown. Out of bounds, you are considered in bounds if any wrestler has anything that touches the line, like Freeman there had his toe on the line and then he picked it away. 14-2. If any part of the wrestler is on the line, a finger, a hand, a foot, a toe, hair, anything, caution, Freeman, hand too far around the side. That's still considered inbounds. They're letting them wrestle. It's just like college. Near fall is a 2 count. You get 2 near fall. 3 count, you get 3. 4 count, you get 4. And there's a maximum of 5 if you've already reached 4 points on a near fall. And a person getting the near fall put on him would let out a yell to stop the action or either an injury. And it's a maximum of 5 into the second period. Tech fall for Landon Freeman. 5 Red Raider team points. 17-0 the dual meet. 132-pound matchup getting ready to go. 17-2 was the Tech fall score. Not that that makes a difference. This is Aspen Tritz. Aspen Tritz. We'll see who comes up here. Aspen Tritz will be wide open all match long. This is Steven Chikansky. Tritz with a takedown and near fall coming. And they stop that. 4 near fall. We got blood time on Cheskinski. He got a little nick on his forehead, I guess. CZE CH ANSKI. That's Steven Cheskinski, a 13-9 freshman. From the Neenah Rockets. Neenah's head coach is Kyle Kluskens. His head JV coach is Chris Runquist. Varsity assistants Mark Cowling, Corey Knutson, Mason Bohm, Tyler Jan, Scott Eichstein, and Devin Vandenbush. Tritt's going to put it back on his feet. Going to be 7-1 now. Official having a conversation with I'm not sure what he's having a conversation about. 7-1, Tritz on offense again. Got that underhook. Shachansky with a counter now. He shoots and Tritz just pancakes with a headlock. He is dangerous, deadly, and it's loaded all the time. Now 10-1. Tritz looking to get a pin. Got a lot of time here. Referee down in there looking nice and close. There's the pin for Aspen Tritz. 6 Red Raider team points, 23-0 the dual meet. And a 138-pound weight class is getting ready to come out. Looks like Gavin Jacob. Gavin Jacob. And we'll see who Nina puts on the mat, as we got to wait for it to show up on track wrestling, as there's no announcement and no scoreboard that shows you who is wrestling who. Gavin Jacob, your Red Raider, at 138 tonight, taking on Garrett Needens, 13 and 15 from Nina. Again, we mentioned it briefly in the opening that Wisconsin Rapids and Kaukauna, the two top-ranked teams in the state, Ortonville is ranked 6th. They will wrestle off in only a sectional, where you would think that the two best teams in the state you'd want to see in the state team finals. But for some reason, WI decided to move Rapids into this sectional. 3, takedown Jacobs. And he will have the lead in this match, first period, 138 pounds. Against Garrett Needens, who's a junior from the Nina Rockets. Jacob back down more to his better wrestling weight. Nice sit out by Needens. Gets the escape. 3-1 now. Needens heavy on the head. Took a shot, missed it. Jacobs comes up with the front chin lock. They're close to the edge of the circle. They step out of bounds. Just for a brief second, but they stepped out. Gonna reset him here. Three to 1, Jacobs still with a lead. Needens on the outside looking in. Jacob snatches him down. Front headlock. Spins behind. Short drag. Gets another takedown. 6-1. And a short time here left in the period. End of 1. 6-1, the Red Raider. Needens' choice. He deferred. Jacob is going down with the lead at 6-1. Switch hit that by Jacob, comes to his feet. Got Needens down onto his chest. Now Needens builds a little bit of a base, but his face is planted on the mat. Jacobs caught a leg, stepped over it now, covers him, gets the reversal. It's now 8-1 in favor of the Red Raider. And Kaukauna and Hortonville are taking a break, I guess, as here Jacobs got Needens on his back really tight. Official looking to see if he can settle both shoulders. Jacobs forcing down. He's got that pin stuck on the mat. 6 more Red Raider team points. It's a freight train right now. Red 29-0 the dual meet. Next up, 144 pounds. Carter Freeman is going to go. State champion last year for the Red Raiders. And we'll see who Nina puts out. Nina has Landon Shepard, the 12th ranked wrestler at 144. Carter Freeman ranked 6th. I'm not sure how he dropped in ranking from first to sixth, but that was the latest ranking out of Wisconsin Grappler. And we'll see who shows up here. Carter Freeman and Dane Granditsky. Dane Granditsky. Freeman's coming out of the scramble. Got a single leg whizzer by Granditsky. Off the mat in the scramble, no takedown. 19 and 19, a junior is Granditsky. And Nina electing not to wrestle their ranked wrestler Shepard against Freeman. 3 takedown Freeman, he's on the board. Little tip coming here by Freeman, looking, got it locked, rolls him over suicide style, takes him over, got it near fall coming. Freeman is so good on his feet, and you can add in the riding part as well, and he's hard to hold. He's good in all 3 positions on the mat. That's why he's a state champion. 4 near fall. 7-0 to lead now. Same tip again. Got that wrist tied up. Got a little short bar in there. Rolls across your body. Sticks that knee in the side. And now it's 11-0 Freeman. Again, all these wrestlers will be in the individual sectional at Menasha this coming Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. Short time in the first period as Freeman had a cradle locked up, but they worked their way off the wrestling circle. Short time in the period here as the assistant timer comes out behind the head official. And a 1. 11-0 Freeman. Freeman's going on his feet. Kaukauna is loaded with ranked wrestlers. They have 11. Collar tie by Granditsky, and they work their way off the mat. Back to the center, fresh restart. Freeman snatches the collar tie, wades right in. Granditsky takes a few steps backward, took a shot, got there, able to suck the leg in. Now we'll see if Freeman can counter. Reaching underneath, got that underarm elbow, trying to pull it over. Now steps across the top. Puts Granditsky to his back. Squeezing him as Freeman parallel to the body. Legs lace and a loose headlock. This is going to be good night, Irene, right there. 6 Red Raider team points. 35-0 the dual meet right now. 150-pound weight class getting set to go. See who the Red Raiders put out here now. Waiting for a Nina wrestler to show up and finally send somebody out. And again, without an announcer giving you the names of the wrestlers on the mat, you got to wait till they finally show up on track wrestling, which is what they run the tournament through here. do believe this is probably Jack Ackerman. Jack Ackerman and Joaquin Quinones. Joaquin or Joaquin, however you want to say it. Joaquin, I think it is. Quinones. Quinones is a sophomore at 10-4. Still both on their feet, looking for an offensive setup. Russian arm tie by the Red Raider. Now he breaks that. This Quinones. Slide by Quinones. Finishes it off, gets a takedown. 3-0 the lead for Quinones and the Neenah Rockets. Ackerman with the switch attempt now. Got to keep working here. Quinones locked on a leg. Ackerman's got a cradle on the near side now. Going to walk that over. Got a Tritz cradle here. Leg caught in with it. There he's trying to walk that leg. Caught in the cradle right to the head. He's done it. Quinones on his back. In deep trouble. That looked pretty tight there as he rocks up on his shoulder. There's the pin. Red Raiders sending a message here. 41-0. The freight train keeps rolling down the track. One 57-pounders waiting to go. As Jack Ackerman puts 6 on, this is going to be Mason Tritz. Mason Tritz ranked 12th at 157. Let's see if they bring up Landon Shepard up to meet Tritz. Shepard is weighed ranked at 144. Tritz with a shot in. His opponent stops him from Neenah. See who this is as soon as it comes through on Track Wrestling. Nope, I changed that. It's DeClan Cook. 157-pounder, ranked first in the state. He is a menace. DeClan Cook, a junior, 44-0. He's got a cradle on Tritz. Tritz broke the cradle grip. Three takedown. Finally, they get that awarded. Tritz is trying to hang on to a leg and preserve a little bit of control here with DeClan Cook. Stalemate. They're going to put him on his feet, give him a 1 point and a free ride. It's 3-1 Cook. One-armed arm drag by Cook. Settles him down to the mat. Going to cut him loose. Scoreboard's way behind here now. They say it's 3-1. It should be a little more than that. Tritz with a shot in. Cook countered that, stopped him. 6-1. It says on my phone, that's monitoring Track Wrestling. Short time in the first period. End of 1. 6-2, Mason Tritz trails. Tritz's choice, he defers. Cook's choice, he's going on their feet. Cook, very reserved, confident wrestler on the mat. Hard snap down, around the corner he goes, a spin cycle, Tritt's trying to hang on. Now this is a grub around position that Tritt likes. Tritt is trying to elevate with that leg caught underneath him, and DeClain is picking an ankle. DeClain's looking to complain again to the official about stalemate, about takedowns, and he didn't have a clean one. There's a shot in, bear roll. There's a 3 takedown. Now 9-2. Stalemate. Mason Tritt's doing a good job controlling this so far at 9-2. He's getting beat, yes. He's not laying down here, even though DeClain is exceptional. Cuts him loose. It's going to be 9-3 on their feet. Fireman's carry, takedown right to his back, and holds him here this time. Now going to walk around, and Tritt's able to get stomach down. Good job of the Red Raider fighting here. Should be 16-3 right now. Chin drop, snatches him back. Hooks a bar. Tritt's is fighting that hard. He stopped that for potentially dangerous. Tritt's back to center with a fresh set of starting positions to go. 16-3. Cook covers on the opposite side this time. And the second period is coming. And there is 4 minutes gone, 2 minutes left. Tritt's choice, he's going on his feet. Excuse me, on top. By mistake, he's going on top. I've seen him signal up with his thumb, and hey, spit out the wrong thing. Cook stands up easily to his feet. Switches the hips, trying to face Tritt's. Reaches inside, scissors the legs apart. Has Tritt's flat on his stomach. Tritt's trying to hang on to that leg, but here he's got the reversal. It's 18-3. DeClain Cook. Neenah, first 5 points on the board. It's now 41-5. A 165-pound match coming up. And we'll see who Neenah has to put on the mat first. It's their choice, so they have to put the wrestler out. They got a big team huddle over there, and then all of a sudden somebody comes running out. They have a guy by the name of Jacob Herm, back-to-back #1 ranked wrestlers in the state at 165 and 157. We'll see who they put out there. And the Red Raiders going to make a little move here too. See who they send out. This is DeClain Empey. DeClain Epley. And Jeremiah Peters. You're a Red Raider. Empley's a freshman, 9-3. Peters a junior. I would think they'll move Jacob Herm up to 175. As Epley's in on a takedown, but he stepped off the mat as Peters was going to his back from his feet. Jeremiah Peters trying to go through that overhook on the head, but they ran out of wrestling mat. The better part of Nina's lineup is from 144 on up, with Landon Shepard, 12th ranked at 144, Declan Cook at 157, a number 1 ranked, and Jacob Herm at 165, a number 1 ranked. They got Caden Ross, 13th ranked at 190. Epley in again to a double. Now to a body lock. Launching pad could be loaded here. Takedown for Epley, and Peters just basically stopped on his way down to the mat, and Epley's looking for a pin here. Short time in the period. There is the pin for Epley. Nina gets 2 big scoring matches in a row. Tech fall from Declan Cook. Pin from Declan Epley. And 175 pounders gonna come up. And we'll wait to see who the Red Raiders put out on the mat. They gotta put their guy out first. Score is 41-11 right now. The Red Raiders' favor. And at 175, they get a forfeit win. And now we wait to see who Nina puts on them at 190. They got to decide where they want to go, and this takes some time, evidently. Red Raiders have Oakley Pluis standing there. Kyler Tretz getting ready to come out. At 190. And we'll see who his opponent is at 190. (41-17) the dual meet stands right now. Hard snap down by Khalid Williams. Williams is a senior, 17-11. Tritz in on a double. Got a cradle now locked up near side. Takes Williams down. He's got 3. Working on near fall and a pin. Trying to step over and scoop that Tritz cradle up. Near side cradle, you step over, lock that leg, run it up towards the head. Stack him right up on his shoulders. There is the pin for Tritz. First period fall. 6 more for the Red Raiders. Kyler Tritz over Khalid Williams. 215 pounders set to go. They have Caden Roth, who they have not wrestled yet. He was scheduled to go at 190. He's ranked 13th. This is, I do believe, Caden Roth. And we'll see who the Red Raiders send out. Caden Roth, the 13th ranked 190 pounder, going up to 215. And the Red Raiders are sending out a junior varsity wrestler, Ashton Johnson. And Johnson takes him down, sticks him tight to the mat, and there's the pin by Caden Roth. And that would have been expected. Caden Roth over Ashton Johnson of the Red Raiders. Next up, 285 pounders. You know who you're going to get here for the Red Raiders. It's going to be Tanner Gormanson. And we'll see who Nina throws out there. They have a couple. They got 4 guys that weigh in at 285. Number 2 ranked heavyweight in the state, Tanner Gormanson. Gormanson set, ready to go. He launches in a left-handed collar tie off the bat. See who his opponent is. This is Braden Milbrot. Three takedowns, excuse me. Milbrot is a junior, 19 and 18. Gormanson, a senior for the Red Raiders. And we have blood time on Milbrot. They got 3 freshmen at heavyweight. Vince Mayhew, Kaysen Briones, and Trevor Means, all freshmen that weighing in at heavyweight to start with. Them are some big freshman boys right there. Then you got Milbrot, who's only a junior. We got a little blood time. The Red Raiders started off with Luke Hamill gets a pin over Marcus Peterson. Deegan Armagas gets a pin over Alex Zielsdorf. Landon Freeman gets a tech fall over Cashton Teed. Aspen Tritz gets a pin over Steve Shazansky. Evan Jacobs gets a pin over Garrick Needens. Carter Freeman gets a pin over Dane Granditsky. Jack Ackerman gets a pin over Joaquin Quinones. Declan Cook gets a tech fall over Mason Tritz. Declan Empey gets a pin over Jared Peters. The Red Raiders forfeit at 175. Kyler Tritz gets a pin over Khalid Williams. Ashton Johnson gets pinned by Caden Roth. Now you got Tanner Gormanson on the mat. Gormanson working at double wrist control. Runs it like a bar, basically. A lot of pressure and lifts on those wrists. Gormanson leading 6-1, crossface now. Barbed wire. Underneath got that elbow, ripping it out the other side. Milbrot up to his base. Gormanson trying to force it. Backs off, goes back to a conventional cover. The number 3 heavyweight in the state sits with Kakana. And they will match up later on this evening. They've been back and forth. Gormanson has the better of late. Len Bedoja had the better early. 6-1 after one period. Milbrodt deferred. Gormanson says, we'll go on our feet. Inside collar tie by Milbrodt, slide by. A little Okie choke action there by the Red Raider. Takes him down for 3 more, 9-1 right now. Tying 2 as Gormanson cuts him loose. Crowds are really quiet here in the Stevens Point Fieldhouse. Another takedown for Gormanson. Again, Gormanson with those double wrist control. He runs that over. Milbrod's going to be in some deep trouble here. Good night to you, Braden Milbrodt. 6 more Red Raider team points. 53-23. 106 pounders. Jackson Freeman, your Red Raider. Standing, waiting at the table, waiting for an opponent if they send one out. Freeman's going to get a forfeit win here. 6 more Red Raider team points. 59-23. The Red Raiders in the team sectional semifinals. Take out Neenah. And now they will shake hands coming across the mat. Once again, Luke Hamill with a pin at 113, starting to dual meet off. Dagan Armagoss followed with a pin. Then you get Landon Freeman with a tech fall. Aspen Tritz with a pin. Kevin Jacobs with a pin. Carter Freeman with a pin. Jack Ackerman with a pin. Neenah gets on the board with Declan Cook on a technical fall. And Declan Empley with a pin at 165. The Red Raiders forfeit at 175. Kyler Tritz gets a pin back at 190. Caden Roth of Neenah puts the pin back on the board for the Neenah Rockets at 215. Tanner Gormanson a pin over Braden Milbrodt. And then Neenah forfeits to the Red Raiders Jackson Freeman, 59-23. Now we sit and watch the remainder of the Kaukauna-Hortonville match. And then going to be the Red Raiders in Hortonville going for the team sectional title. We'll bring you that dual meet when we return to the Stevens Point Fieldhouse on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. All right, we're back now at Stevens Point Spash Fieldhouse. This is the WIAA team sectional finals. Wisconsin Rapids taking on Kaukauna.
By the green score, Wisconsin Rapids will be red. The visitors. Wisconsin Rapids has won the toss. They will report first in the even numbered matches.
Red Raiders won the toss, and they choose evens on the lineup sheet. Means Kaukana's got to put the wrestler out first at 120 pounds, and it just got stone quiet here. Now we finally got a little bit of noise going. This is Andy D. Piazza. This is Deegan Armagost for your Red Raiders. D. Piazza ranks second in the state at 120 pounds. And he's got a quick takedown, leading 3-0. Coming out to face is Deegan Armagost. One knee down, 1 foot on the mat. Armagost with some elbow control. Underhook on the right-hand side by D. Piazza. 1 point escape. Just drives into him. Trying to take him off his balance point. Trying to come around the side now. The Red Raiders, according to Scott Bennett, he said they had a path. And we'll see what that path entails. Front headlock, near side cradle, gets takedown. 3 more for Kaukauna. Six, 1, the lead for Kaukana's NDD Piazza. Again, a lot of these matchups you are going to see again at the individual sectional. Kaukauna manhandled number 6 Hortonville 70-8. And Wisconsin Rapids put it on Neenah 59-23. Armagah's job here not to give up any extra team points. Snap down by DiPiazza, going to front headlock into a single leg. Got it elevated. Back trip takes him down. 3 more, and we are sitting in the heart of Kaukauna, Galloping Ghost fans and parents. So you will hear a lot of noise when Kaukauna has anything positive going on here. DiPiazza gonna cut Armagahs loose, give him the 1 point. 9-2 now the score. Slide by to a leg trip. And Armagahs able to crawl back in and grab a leg. DiPiazza's trying to lock up a cradle. Nothing awarded yet. Still in a scramble. Stalemate, both up. Good call by the official. 9-2, second period. Deegan Armagahs trails the number 2 ranked NDD Piazza. Front headlock again by DiPiazza. Takes Armagahs off his feet to his base. Covers him up for a takedown. It's 12-2. They're looking to get tech fall here. 12-3 now. Armagahs tried a little bit of a toss, and that didn't work as DiPiazza counters that. 15-3 right now. End of the second period, 15-3, DiPiazza with a lead. You hear a little talk amongst the crowd that Hortonville did not put out their number 1 lineup against Kaukauna, trying to protect matchups for the weekend. So that's maybe why the score was so far out of whack, 70-8. 1 point free ride, 15-4 now. Armagahs on his feet. DiPiazza with an underhook snatches him into a front headlock. Ankle pick driving in. Armagahs counters that. Headlock attempt. DiPiazza just hangs back, locks up on the body. Gets a takedown, 18-4, 139 left. Again, we got to thank Mr. Craig Tim for giving you mat side seats here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media for Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. My name is Scott Tesch. I'm giving you move by move. Tip attempt now by DiPiazza. got the near fall he needs. That's going to be a Tech fall. For DiPiazza and Kaukauna. They're on the board, 5-0. Unfortunately, 2 of the top 6 teams in the state do not go to the state team tournament. This is number 1 and number 2 in the state going at it. Kaukauna number 1, Wisconsin Rapids number 2. This is going to be Hunter Taft.
Now wrestling at 126 pounds for Kaukauna, Hunter Taft. For Wisconsin Rapids, Landon Freeman.
This is Landon Freeman, your Red Raider. Hunter Taft not ranked for Kaukauna. Landon Freeman ranked 11th at 120 pounds. Freeman stepping over the top, gets a takedown off the scramble on Taft. Good start by the Red Raiders. Last year, these two met in the state championship finals matchup in the Fieldhouse in Madison. Kaukauna was the victor. Taft now coming up to his high base, to his feet. And Freeman cuts him loose. Underhook by Freeman. Tried to straighten him up. Snatch on the head did Taft. They break apart, go back to neutral. 3-1, the Red Raider with a lead. Red Raiders will be favored in a few weight classes, and Kaukauna favored in most of them. Headlock attempt missed. And the scramble now for Taft. 3 near fall. Freeman. Can he elevate and get some near fall? Taft a little impatient, trying to fire headlocks from everywhere and cost him twice. Seven seconds left. Spiral ride by the Red Raider. End of the period, 6-1. Landon Freeman over Hunter Taft. Freeman's choice defers Taft's choice. He's going down. Hunter Taft, only a freshman for the Galloping Ghosts. Head coach Jeff Matzik, his assistants Bob Kaler, Jeremy Van Schindel, Zach Shukowski, Zach Pearson, Steve McDaniel, and Chris McDaniel. Wrist tied up underneath by Freeman. Trying to slide a little bar in there as well. Warning, stalling. Kaukauna. Ellsworth Bar trying to run him over here. Near fall coming on Taft. And they go out of bounds. 4 near fall, 10-1. Freeman with a lead. 58 seconds left, second period. Taft builds to a high base. Hard left-handed tight waist by Freeman. Still trying to control that wrist and elbow on the right side, but loses that now and trying to get a cross face. Fired that and missed. Taft trying to sit hard in the base. Freeman riding him tight. A flying elbow by Taft. Just threw an elbow at Freeman. A little unsportsmanlike there. Taft coming up, trying to roll through. And we're in a wild scramble. Freeman still got an ankle tied up underneath. Should be no loss of control. Freeman's going on his feet to start the third, leading 10-1. Taft now trying to get real aggressive and physical. Trying to short drag. Steps in, Freeman with a single leg. Now trying to get to a double. Settles, Taft down. Got to pop his head out. There's the three. 13-1. Landon Freeman leading Taft. You can see some of the freshman mistakes that Taft has been making. Really cost him here. Rolled over, got rolled all the way through. One more three-point near fall will be a Tech fall. Freeman working hard here on top riding. Got a bar on this near side. Warning, stalling, Taft of Kokona. Thirteen to 1. Landon Freeman with a lead. Have 49 seconds left. Taft builds to a high base. Trying to lift his Freeman. Sets him back to the mat. Claw ride now. The legs on the right-hand side. And then we got a potentially dangerous with legs ride in on the hands not touching the mat. Right now, it'd be huge for Taft if he can avoid getting a Tech fall put on him. Roll through one more time, trying to catch him. Couldn't do that. Taft with a forward roll. Coaching staff and the team trying to tell him stay on your base. Now Taft comes to his feet, works back on. End of the match, 13-1, major decision for Landon Freeman. 4 Red Raider team points on the board. It's 5-4 Kokona in the dual meet right now. After 2 weight classes. And you got the Kokona people screaming and yelling in the stands. Next up, 132-pound weight class. And Kokona has to put their wrestler on the mat first. And we'll see who they use. They got 4 sitting here in the weight class, and we'll see where some of them weighed in. Last match, Jackson Thorpe wrestled at 132. This is Aspen Tritz, your Red Raider.
Now wrestling at 132 pounds for Kokona, Jackson Thorpe. For Wisconsin Rapids, Aspen Tritz.
This is Jackson Thorpe. He is ranked 15th at 132 pounds. Aspen Tritz ranked 12th at 126. This should be offense overload right here. 2 top 15 ranked wrestlers in the state. Gotta have some major work from Aspen Tritz. Thorpe wading in, trying to get to a high crotch and couldn't do it. Tritz got those safety goggles protecting his eye that he had a bad eye injury younger in his childhood, and he's protecting those eyes. Underhook with Tritz. Thorpe's backing off the mat. Warning, stalling. Thorpe fleeing the mat. Tritz snatches a collar tie. Instantly goes to a Russian. Slide by. A little bit of a loose one, but didn't quite hit it hard enough. Thorpe shoots into a high crotch to a barrel roll. Tritz counters double underhooks. Now do an underhook on the right hand side. Underovers by Tritz. Headlock. Tritz catches him, puts him to his back. Sits out with 22 seconds left. Tritz squeezing him up. Thorpe fighting for his life here with 12 seconds left. Tritz trying to settle him in here. 6 seconds. Time runs out. 4 near fall. Aspen Tritz. 7-0 to lead for the Red Raider. Thorpe's choice. He's going down, he says. Aspen Tritz letting everybody know this is a freshman. That means business on the mat here. Trying to get to a crossface. Cradled Thorpe to a high base. Tritz going to just cut him loose once he got to his feet. Free ride, a free point. 7-1 Tritz. Russian arm tie again by the Red Raider. What's he want to do with it? Drag it, jab it, goes underneath. Got to roll through it. And he does. That's just plain tough. And Kakana screaming for points again. Tritz a little bit of a high risk move there. Headlock again. Lost the head. Thorpe with a takedown. 7-4 now. 1:02 left. Second period. Tritz with a lead. Legs ride loosely by Thorpe. Tritz trying to base off, stay heavy in the center. Ball in chain by Thorpe. And now Kakana screaming again, looking for the officials to do something to help their cause. Tritz coming to his feet. The referee missed the locked hands. He was late looking underneath. Tritz got to get hand control here. Reaches back, hips him over. We're in a scramble. Locked hands by who? Technical violation, locked hands. One point. Tritz. 9-4 right now with a minute left. And Kaukauna wants a discussion, and the officials are having a conference. One second left, second period. And we still have a discussion. And now we're coming over to the head scorer's table with the official. Those wrestlers walking around the mat waiting for the wrestling to continue, and finally the head ref comes back. 1 second left. And we still get a conversation with the two officials. End of the period, 9-4, the Red Raider. 4 minutes gone, 2 minutes left. Tritz's choice, he's going. Tritz's choice, he's going down. The officials getting a little lost in the match here. Tritz set on the bottom. Thorpe gonna cover him. Tritz works to his feet in a hurry. Thorpe with a single leg lifts it, takes it back to the mat. Tritz now working to try and get some hand control underneath. Now to his base. Near side cradle attempt by Thorpe. Tritz breaks the grip of that. But Thorpe's got a ball in chain. Now Tritz gets that free. Still looking for a near side cradle. Tritz got to get hand control, which he has done. And they go off the mat. 121, still 9-4 Tritz. Third period. Tritz will be on the bottom. He'll get a fresh restart. Thorpe will try to cover. Tritz builds to a high base. Turns to face. Gets the escape. Tritz tried a headlock. Reaching back. Gives up the takedown. Can't make the bad mistake. That's a freshman mistake there again. 9-5, 9-7 now. And it's scores 10-7 on the board. I'm not sure if that's correct. Tritz coming out the backside now. Thorpe steps out in front now. Thorpe trying to lock him across body through the thighs. 30 seconds. Tritz coming back, runs him over, puts him on his back. Reaches in for a half, got 18 seconds left. Couldn't quite get him stuck there. That would have been huge for the Red Raiders. 4 more near fall. And again, the scoreboard's putting the score up. They don't even know what side to put it up on. Tritz, they got it 17-10.
16-7.
Major decision for the Red Raiders. 4 Red Raider team points. It's now 8-5. The Red Raiders with a lead. Again, the scoreboard not right. They're not even close on the score, which that's hard on the officials, hard on the wrestlers, hard on the coaches. The officials got lost in the match a little bit. And now the Red Raiders have to put their guy out first at 138. And we'll see who both sides send to the mat.
At 138 pounds for Kaukauna, Perry Bear. For Wisconsin Rapids, Aiden Armagas.
This is Perry Bear. this is Aiden Armagast, your Red Raider. Bear in on a double leg. Gets a takedown. Armagast flying around on the bottom. Comes to his feet, trying to hit a switch. Got countered. Back to the mat. Again, they turned all the lights off except what's above the mat, so it's hard to read here. Perry Bear Jr. Short, stocky, compact wrestler at 138. Caution, jumping to start. And that was on Armagast. 8-4 the dual meet right now. Little ankle bite by Bear, now he breaks that. Armagast to his feet. Bear trying to lift, takes him off the mat. Officials having a warning, stalling Bear as he lifted and walked Armagast off the mat. Kaukauna crowd angry. Bear lifts him, takes him back down to the mat again. Armagast trying to come up to a high base. 3-0 with 56 seconds left. Bear leads on a takedown. Cuts him loose. 3-1 now. Armagast has to protect the legs. He has to protect his legs. Bear, pretty thick 138-pounder. Got some power in that shorter body. Underhook by Bear, now back on Armagast around. Tried to go to high crotch. Short drag, but Armagast backed off it. Armagast with a big knee brace on the right knee. Shot on that to a double leg by Bear, and he gets a takedown. 6-1. Scored with a short time left in the period. And that you don't want to do. You don't want to let your opponent score with a short time left or on the edge of the mat. Armagast's choice. He's going to defer Bear's choice. And coaching staff had a couple different answers here where they wanted him to go. Finally, Bear says, I'm going down. Bear to a sitting position. Armagast got a hustle here on the bottom. Bear just too strong for Armagast. Sits out, faces him, and he was 4 feet away from him when he got out. Bear just wading in. Armagast gives him an underhand toss, throws him off the mat. Armagast with a shot to a double. Bear going to try to roll him off the top. Armagast in a scramble, still got a single. Bear now with a single. Warning, stalling Armagast. Fleeing the mat, says the official. Again, Armagast got there, just not powerful enough to hang on to the shot. Headlock by Armagast. Takes Bear to his back. A minute 10, make this count, and he got reversed. Armagast couldn't hold him on his back. Wow. And now Bear comes out in a scramble. Probably could get a stalemate call. Bear's burying his head locked up. Armagast on top. 7-4 Armagast now. Armagast got his head down on the mat, stopped wrestling, and Bear easily reversed him. 9-4. Bear. Armagaugh's got to get one back here. Trying to get a cut back with a reversal. 10 seconds left. Got to work hard for it. Can't sit. He's got the reversal. (9-6) after 2. This is where Heart and Guts comes in. Bear, he's beat on the mat. And the official still does not know whose choice it is. Wow. Armagaugh's choice. Finally, we get it right. Bear is walking around out of gas. Armagaugh's got to find a little heart here and a little toughness. Finish this match off. Switch attempt. Couldn't get that one. Armagaugh's got to come up. Up to his feet now, working on hands. Gets the one escape. 9-7. Nothing done now. Set up a good takedown. Bear is there to be beat. Armagaugh's in on a deep double. Come up with it. Armagaugh's gets hipped over and put on his back. Huge mistake. .52 seconds left. Switching the pinning combination now. Armagaugh's got a chance to come out. Got stomach down, but he's in a huge hole. You can't lay here and quit now. 30 seconds left. 16-7 Bear. Switch attempt again. That's the reversal. 16-9 now. Got to keep him down. Only got to give up a decision. And they walk out of bounds. Aiden Armagaugh's had a chance to win the match, and he got reversed to his back. Huge mistake. 10 seconds left. Now you got to save what you can here. Can't let Bear score. (16-9). Only a decision. It's now 8-8 in dual meet. Wow, big turning points missed by the Red Raiders there. 144-pound matchup. And Kaukauna has to put their wrestler on the mat first. We got a little bit of a calm before the storm. Carter Freeman, your Red Raider.
Now wrestling at 144 pounds for Kaukauna, Breck Ritchie. For Wisconsin Rapids, Carter Freeman.
This is Breck Ritchie. And Freeman's got a takedown. Looking to get him on his back. Should be counting near fall here, official. He waited a while and never gave it a near fall. That's a break for Kaukauna right there. 8-8. 2 matches apiece. 2 major decisions for the Red Raiders, a tech fall and a decision for Kaukauna. Freeman lifts with a high crotch, takes him back to the mat. Now they're going to cut him loose, give him a free ride and a free point. It's 3-1. Freeman, snatch down, around the corner we go. Snatch down again. And they're off the mat. Richie's job not to give up any extra team points. That's his job. Kaukana's big part of their lineup is yet to come. And it gets stone quiet here again, which is odd because Craig and I talked about this when we were here with the Stevens Point Rapids dual meet. You could hear a pin hit the floor. Underhook by Freeman. Richie blocking all the way. Front headlock now by the Red Raider. Inside leg trip. Richie pushes in. Freeman launched him. 3 takedown. It's 6-1 with near fall coming. 28 seconds left. Richie figured he was going to run Freeman over, and he thought again when he was in the middle of the air. Richie's able to get stomach down. 4 near fall. Should be 10-1. Finally, they got the score caught up. Freeman with a claw ride. 4 seconds. Going to run the period out here. And the 1, 10-1. The Red Raider Freeman. He probably could get a tech fall pretty easy, but you want the extra pin point. Richie's choice. He's going down, I guess. They're going to put him back on his feet and give him a free charity point. 10-2 now. Red Raiders missed a chance to score big in the last match with Aiden Armagast over Perry Bear. Short drag on by Freeman. Still no points, so they got back to their feet. Richie survived that. Snap down, around the corner again. Freeman just missed the leg. $1:24 left. Freeman with a little snap. Richie not going to do nothing on the mat. He's trying to survive without giving up any pinpoints. That's his only job, and he'll stall as much as he can. Hanging on to the wrist and the elbow, and Freeman around the corner, sweep shot at the ankle, got it elevated up shoulder high. Freeman working up closer to the knee, pulling Richie back to the center. Freeman takes him back down to the mat now. And we're getting into a scramble situation here. Freeman rips the foot up. And they're out of bounds. 22 seconds left, 10-2, the Red Raider. Second period action, 18 seconds left. Freeman, 10-2. Again, Richie blocking, warning, stalling. Richie finally. Freeman's choice going down to start the third period. Richie got away with a caution there as he was moving well before the whistle. The ref never called it. Locked hands on Richie. He lifts and clears Freeman. 1 point. Freeman, technical violation. Locked hands around the waist when you're on your knees for Richie. 11-2 now. 1:52 left. Freeman easily builds to a high base. Freeman steps up, working on hand control. Freeman blocked the lift. Ritchie just hanging on to a leg now, burning clock. That's a stalling. Forward roll into a scramble by Freeman. He comes up with a single leg. Got it up on his shoulder. Lifts, pulls him back in. Back trip, Freeman. 2 reversal, 13-2. Claw ride by the Red Raider. Red Raider bench tell him to cut him. 13-3. 50 seconds. Carter got to wind up the offense now. Shot in deep, single leg shot. Ritchie's backing up out of the bounds. 41 seconds. Freeman's got to fly here, got to score a couple. One time to the back would be great. Arm drag to a single. Ritchie trying to sprawl, got some underhooks in now. He'll just hang tight here. Burn clock. Now a front headlock. Freeman with a short drag. Comes up to his feet, 15 seconds. Freeman's got a major on the board, he needs more. Freeman shot near side single. Cradle him from his feet. Ritchie bails out and goes flat. 15-16-3. Carter Freeman with a major.
Final score 16-3.
4 Red Raider team points. It's 12-8 in the Red Raiders' favor. This is where the lineup gets really big for Kaukauna. Probably Peyton Lee. Red Raiders have to report first. I'm guessing Jack Ackerman. This looks like Peyton Lee standing there.
Now wrestling at 150 pounds for Kaukauna, Peyton Lee. For Wisconsin Rapids, Jack Ackerman.
Jack Ackerman for your Red Raiders against Peyton Lee. Lee ranked number 3 in the state. Ackerman's job not to give up as many team points as he can. And Lee with a quick takedown and a crossface on the elbow. Lee's got a crossface cradle. And he's turning Ackerman. Ackerman fighting hard on the bottom, trying to keep that shoulder up. Broke the grip, went stomach down. Good work by the Red Raider there. $7-0 to lead. Crossface again. Lee with a cradle locked up second time. He's long. Rolls him over his body. Near fault coming again. Ackerman's got to pick a hand grip here. Break that grip. There's the pin.
Kaukauna
16 points for Kaukauna. It's now 14-12. They lead. 157 pounders getting ready to go. We'll see who they send out first. They got to report first at 157. Could be Ryan Schmidt. somebody I heard say Ryan, so this is Ryan Schmidt.
Now wrestling at 157 pounds for Kaukauna, Ryan Schmidt.
Mason Tritz
Mason Tritz
is your Red Raider. Ryan Schmidt ranked 13th in the state. Mason Tritz ranked 12th. Both at this weight class. It's about as even as ranked the matchup as you can get. Tritz with an inside single leg shot here. And Schmidt is trying to counter it. Tritz is trying to stay big. He's got an arm hung up. He got his arm hung up in there, and the official awards 3. Tritz now trying to come out the inside, trying to take Schmidt off the top. Spladled by Kaukauna, and they got near fault coming. They won't pin Tritz here. The shoulders are up too high. Can Tritz figure the way out of here? Got back to his base. Still has elbow control as the Red Raider. Official finally awarded the near fall, and it's 6-0 right now. Tritz is trying to get the reversal here. 30 seconds left in the period. And he does. 6-2 now. Tritz now got a cradle locked. Trying to try suicide style, but Schmidt got an arm out, and he got the reversal. 8-2. 2 seconds left, end of the period is here. Bad luck for Tritz. He got an arm hung up in the scramble, which cost him the takedown, and then he got spladled. Schmidt's choice, going down to start the second. Tritz's choice, on top riding. Ankle pick stops the first move of Schmidt. And Kaukauna up 14-12 right now in the dual meet. Roll attempt by Schmidt. Almost was able to get out. Rolls again. Changes direction, still in the scramble. Reversal for Schmidt. And an Oki choke. Tritz gets stomach back down. Ten to 2 right now, Schmidt with the lead. Tritz fighting to stay in that base here, not get turned again. Now he's trying to come up. Crossbody power half by Schmitz. He's hanging out pretty far. Tritz trying to turn around inside, which is kind of his game. 32 seconds left. Tritz trying to pull the head of Schmidt underneath, lost the head. Legs ride by the Kaukauna wrestler, and they stopped that for potentially dangerous. 16 seconds left, second period. Tritz trails 10-2. Not much start by either wrestler. Cradled by Schmidt. Tritz catches him almost. End of the period. Tritz not quite strong enough to force him underneath. 10-2 after 2. Tritz on top now to start the third period. Roll attempt by Schmidt. Tritz countered that. Driving her wrist under on the right side is the Red Raider. Lost the grip on the wrist. Goes to a crossface. Tritz trying to lock up a cradle. Got it locked. Minute and a half. Schmidt gets an arm out again. Tritz hipping into him, and they're out of bounds. One loss of control, I guess he gave. And again, the official is, I'm not sure sometimes what he sees or calls. 11-2 now. Tritz trails. It's a 9-point difference. One minute. Tritz with a double leg shot in. Tritz trying to keep him on his back. Got him caught here. Can he pin him? No, he can't. Can't keep him on his back. 11. Tritz is trying to let him get up. Schmidt hanging on an arm, warning, stalling Schmidt. 1 point, Tritz. Tritz in again with a double leg shot. Can he get some near fall off it? Got to get the takedown first. It's 11-8 right now. We're in a scramble. Close to the edge of the circle with 8 seconds left. Tritz got to pop his head out. 2-1, end of the match, 11-8. Schmidt barely hangs on for the win. 17-12, the Red Raiders trail right now. Next up, probably Colin DeGroot at 165. Red Raiders have to put their wrestler on the mat first. We'll see who comes out, maybe Jeremiah Peters. Close, but not quite for the Red Raiders. Close, but not close enough. Cullen DeGroot on the mat for Kokona. And your Red Raider is going to be Jeremiah Peters.
For Wisconsin Rapids, Jeremiah Peters.
DeGroot ranked 5th at 165. Very good wrestler for the Kokona. Galvin goes here. Again, this is the power of their lineup. From 150 to 190. Jeremiah Peters in a little bit of a scramble. Came out with some better position there on DeGroot. DeGroot with a little head feint, darts in on a single leg shot. Peters trying to sprawl back, get back to neutral, which he has done now. Barrel roll around the corner, takes him down. Peters trying to turn stomach down. He's got his legs scissored apart. Peters got to crawl ahead here, get that leg free. Blood time on. That's on Jeremiah Peters. So far, the dual meet started at 120 pounds. Deegan Armagast loses on a tech fall to Andy D.P. Piazza. Kakana's up 5-0. The Red Raiders come back with Landon Freeman on a major decision over Hunter Taft. 13-1, and it's now 5-4 Kakana. Aspen Truitz comes out 16-7 major decision over Jackson Thorpe. 4 more Red Raider team points. The Red Raiders in the lead 8-5. At 138, Perry Bear, a 16-9 win over Aiden Armagast. Aiden Armagast was in the lead there in the match, and then all of a sudden got turned and put to his back quickly. And then it was 8-8. At 144, Carter Freeman, a 16-3 major decision over Brock Ritchie. 12-8 the lead for the Red Raiders. Now Kakana Peyton Lee with a pin over Jack Ackerman. And Ryan Schmidt an 11-8 decision over Mason Truitz. It's 17-12 right now. Colin DeGroot, Jeremiah Peters at 165. DeGroot in a single leg again. Jeremiah Peters fighting hard here. DeGroot just a little bit tougher, I think. And he gets a takedown. 6-1 the lead now. 25 seconds left for DeGroot. DeGroot's trying to pull that left arm back, put it into a bar. Warning, stalling, Peters on the bottom at the buzzer. 6-1, DeGroot with a lead. Going on their feet was Peters' choice. Underhook by Peters, and Peyton Lee's probably baiting him in here. There he is, double leg shot. Peters got to sprawl back, get those hips down and away. DeGroot into a double, takes him down. And rips the bar back. Now Peters gets that free. And they work their way off the mat. DeGroot with a beard, the mustache, and Nine won the lead, minute 22 left, cross face. Looking to get to a cradle is DeGroot, got it locked. Peters trying to fight to survive the period. Peters' shoulder was up on the chest of DeGroot, so Kakana's people screaming for no cause, but that's just the way it is. (13-1) now, 40 seconds left. Crossface again. Cradle one more time. Peters picks the hands off. 4, near fall, tech fall, 17-1. Five team points for Kakana, 22-12 right now. Next up, 175-pound matchup. Probably going to get Liam Cook. Oh, this is somebody else.
Elijah's still on my phone?
See who comes out. Maybe Brady Springers. Brady Springers and Oakley. Palouse.
Now wrestling at 175 pounds for Kokana, Brady Springer.
Brady Springers is ranked third in the state at 190. He's wrestling down at 175 right now, weighed in that light. Oakley Palouse, a freshman for the Red Raiders, at 175. Again, Palouse was going to be content to stay neutral after a little bit of a scramble, and Springer's looking on offense all the time. That was the difference in that scramble, and Palouse is now on his back. .120 left. Oakley's fighting as hard as he can here. Oakley gets stomach back down. Good work by the Red Raider. There's a little toughness. Palouse now looking to come out from underneath Springers as he's got some hand control here. .45 seconds, first period. Off the mat they work. Lewis on the bottom in the restart. Springers with a cover. Again, Kokana fans, we apologize for some of their really whining comments, but you have to win with dignity and lose with dignity. Sometimes people can't figure that one out. Blue's trying to stay, builds to a high base. Springers chops the wrist, takes it back. Got a bar now. Ellsworth bar on the wrist. 3 seconds, 2, 1, end of the period. 7-0, Brady Springers. Springers going to go on his feet. Springers into a single. Lifts, takes Palouse down. Palouse is trying to fight it off. Springer's just too powerful. You can see the difference in body size. If he was ranked at 190, and now he's down to 75. Difference in body size is very noticeable here. Springer's a junior. Palouse is a freshman. Warning, stalling. That's Palouse. 10-0, 122 left, second period. Got the wrist tied up, trying to get an Ellsworth bar in on the right-hand side. Springer's trying to run it over. Palouse trying to post a leg out and fight it off. 1 minute. Springers is just laying parallel here. Illegal hold, 1 point, Palouse. Now Springer's going to put him back on his feet. 10-1 to lead. 10-2 to lead now. Palouse in on a single leg shot. Springer's countering. Palouse can't stop down here. He's got to keep wrestling. Now he can try to come out the backside. Stalemate. Sprangers with a double leg shot. Turns the corner. And 3 takedown. 13-2 now. With 8 seconds left in the period. Hopefully Palouse doing his best here. Again, you have to win with dignity and lose with dignity, and sometimes that doesn't happen. Okay, what's Spranger's doing here? Nobody's saying nothing there about him taking his good-natured time. Of course not. But anyway, 2 minutes left. Palouse trying to hang on here to keep this to at least a 6-minute match. And there's Spranger gets the reversal. 15-2, now it's 15-3. Palouse is picking up the pace here. You got to give the freshman credit. Palouse just too strong, too much wrestling. Tech fall, Brady Springers. 18-3. 5 team points for Kokona. 27-12 right now in the dual meet. Kyler Tritz at 190 pounds. And this is Liam Crook. Liam Crook ranked number 1 at 175. He's up to 190 now for tonight. Kyler Tritz ranked 6th.
Now wrestling at 190 pounds for Kokona, Liam Cook. For Wisconsin Rapids, Tyler Tritz.
And we'll see how this match goes. This is going to be a tough match for Kyler. Even though he's ranked 6, Crook's ranked number 1. Red Raiders down 27-12 right now. 5 matches left. And again, stone quiet here in the field house, which is odd at a wrestling match. Crook into a single, turns the corner. Takes Tritz down, leads 3-0. Now I'm sure we'll hear the chirping coming from the Kokona crowd as Crook cuts him loose, and they're back on their feet. (3-1). Crook with a lead. Crook trying to start some motion here to get some offense going. Tritz standing right in front of him. 8 seconds left. Crook with a shot, Tritz with a reshot, neither one completed. 3 seconds. 2, 1. 3-1 Crook after 1 period. Tritz's choice, he's going to defer. Crook's choice, he's going down. Liam Crook setting ready to go. Crook just balls up on a base on the bottom. Tritz with a spiral ride now. Crook goes to a high base. Tritz just cuts him loose. Not much effort there to hold him down. 4-1. Crook in with a shot now at the knee. Around the corner, Tritz switches the hips, comes out the face. Good little scramble there by the Red Raider Tritz. 4-1 the lead, Kaukauna. Crook would have shot it again. Got to a single. Trying to turn the corner. Got to a double. Takes Tritz down 7-1. Tritz to a base, works up. Crook going to just cut him loose. They're going to do all their work from the feet. Crook's able to get 2 takedowns. He might as well. Tritz on the short end of 2 scrambles right now. Crook in again. Nice shot. Single deep. Trying to roll him off the top, but Crook covers him up. Now, roll off the top works probably for some bad wrestlers, but when you get a good one, they're usually able to cover you up. Not 10-2 now. Falling on Tritz, I guess. 10-2 after 2. And they're going to go on their feet. Tritz with a shot, but Crook's in a better position on the stance. Crooks with a shot again, takes Tritz down. Tritz in deep trouble now as Crook catches him on his back. But he gets stomach down for a near fall. 17-2, that's a technical fall. Kyler Tritz goes down to a technical fall to Liam Crook out of Kaukauna, 17-2. 215-pound matchup coming up now. And again, Kaukauna will be the favorites. They moved Brady Springers up there last time. See who they send out this time. Probably Thomas Farrell, I'm guessing. Or Jack Winnikers, or Tristan Taft, we'll see. Again, pretty physical looking 215-pounder. We'll see who the Red Raiders send out. Stainbrook, I'm guessing.
For Kaukauna, Zach Winnikins. For Grand Rapids, Aiden Stainbrook.
Zach Winnikins. And Ashton Stainbrook is your Red Raider. Ellsworth bar to a pinning combination, and Stainbrook gets stuck. And Kaukauna advances to the to the team state tournament. They are at 38-12 right now. The Red Raiders can get 18 points. It'd be 38-30. Now, see who the Red Raiders send out. They're sending out the big man, Tanner Gormanson. Tanner Gormanson's got a report. We'll see if Kaukauna sends a matchup out or not. And they park their heavyweight.
At 285 pounds, Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids will receive a forfeit.
Tanner Gorbinson receives the forfeit, 16 points, as they don't want to put their heavyweight, Linda Beja, out against him. Linda Beja got beat by him last time they wrestled. 106 pounders coming out. Probably Trenton Van Schindel coming for Kokona. Your Red Raider, Jackson Freeman.
Now wrestling at 106 pounds for Kokona, Trenton Van Schindel. For Wisconsin Rapids, Jackson Freeman.
Van Schindel ranked 9th. Freeman ranked 15th. Freeman's headgear comes down as they work their way off the mat. Get that reset. And you got 113 pounders coming out yet. Headlock attempt by Van Schindel. Freeman fights that off. He's still neutral. Freeman comes in from a long ways out, arms wide. Van Schindel tried to catch him, and he runs right back into a double leg. Freeman locked up across the body on the legs. And Van Schindel gets the takedown, 3-0. Cradle locked up by Van Schindel on Freeman. Takes him back conventional style. And there's the pin. $16 points for the Ghost. It's 44-18 right now. We got one match left. Luke Hamill at 113 pounds for the Red Raiders. And we'll see who, probably Nick Jenkins, probably. And Luke Hamill, your Red Raider.
And in our final match of the night at 113 pounds, from Kokona, Nick Jenkins. For Wisconsin Rapids, Luke Hamill.
Nick Jenkins and Luke Hamill, neither wrestler ranked. We'll see how this fares. Hamill slaps a collar tie on. Jenkins just pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. That's all he's doing. Warning, stalling Hamill. I'm not sure who the warning was on. Warning, stalling. That was against Jenkins. Double elbow control by Jenkins, now he backs off of that. Reaches in for a left-handed collar tie. Shoots in, whizzer by Hamill. Whizzer tossed by Hamill. He would have been on top, but they're all the way on the basketball floor. Hamill reaches in hard, underhook. Again, head right in the center of their chest for Jenkins, and he just pushes back. Shot in the counter now by Hamill. Jenkins comes up with a single. Hamill trying to counter. Whizzer by Hamill, no takedown yet, and he gives up the takedown. Ellsworth bar by Jenkins on Hamill. Turn attempt by Jenkins. Got 2 near fall. 5-0 the lead now for Jenkins on Hamill after 1 period. Hamill's going on their feet. Jenkins tried to get an inside high crouch shot and missed that. Hamill countered it well. Marning stalling Hamill. Double leg shot by Jenkins. Hamill trying to lift. Double overhooks. Jenkins lifts. Double leg takes him back to the center. Hamill not done fighting this yet. Hamill trying to reach back and chin whip him over. Still no takedown yet. Now they give the 3. Wow, they gave a quick takedown for no takedown. It's amazing. I don't know where the takedown was. Hamill still had the chin whip. And the scoreboard's not close to being right. Hamill in on a single leg on the left side. And as soon as Jenkins looks up at the clock, the official stops the action. 34 seconds left now. They got it 6-1 finally. Collar ties each wrestler. 18 seconds. Inside of 10. End of the second period, 6-1, Hamill trails. And now we got a conference with the officials again. And now we got to come over to the scores table again. Now it's 8-1, I guess. Hamill trails. Hamill on top, starting the third period. Jenkins to his feet. Hamill trying to lift and clear him. And cut him loose. Stay away from the stalling point. And there's the escape for Jenkins, 9-1. Sweep shot by Jenkins. Got there. Change the corner the other way. Hamill trying to lock up, get into a scramble position. 3, takedown. Jenkins. Ellsworth Barr trying to get locked up by Jenkins. Trying to take him suicide style over, turns him the other way, but they're out of bounds. 46 seconds left. Ankle picked by Jenkins. Stops the first move of Hamill. 40 seconds. Just a deep, tight waist and elbow control. Jenkins just hanging in for the ride here. Trying to get an Ellsworth bar tip. For near fall, 16-1 technical fall. Kaukauna 49, Wisconsin Rapids 18 in the dual meet. And that's the match that sends Kaukauna to the team state tournament in Madison in the week following the individual state tournament at the Kohl Center in Madison. Kaukauna manhandled Hortonville on a sketchy lineup by Hortonville, 70-8. And then Wisconsin Rapids and Kaukauna met. Kaukauna the better this day, 49-18 on the dual meet win. I'm not sure if we'll see head coach Scott Bennett. We'll see if he comes up by us. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Back now, Craig, bring us back here at the Spash Fieldhouse for a recap of tonight's dual meet. Head coach Scott Bennett's joining us. Thank you very much for giving us time on what turns out to start off with a hot roller coaster ride. Man, you guys were burning early in Neenah, rolling extra pins and points.
Yeah, we wrestled well with Neenah. You know, a couple guys, even though they got a win or two in there, we had a couple of spots where I thought I was a little worried about them, but I thought overall, we wrestled well and picked up the pins, and you know, I thought Kaukauna would have their duel done quicker than us, and all of a sudden we were pinning guys and we got it done, and yeah, so we got to 13-0, you know, and we had a number 1 ranked team, and there we were, right where we've been planning to get all season long. So
yeah, and you step up into the finals against Kaukauna, draw weight 120. Deegan Armgoth's first guy out on the mat against one of their tough kids, Andy D. Piazza. They got 11 ranked kids out of 14 weight classes.
Yeah, you know, we got the draw weight we wanted. We got the coin flip. So things were kind of, you know, the best they could be. We were underdogs, big underdogs coming in. We were with Simile, and we found ways to, you know, sneak up on them. The difference here is we weren't sneaking up on Kaukauna. They'd wrestled us a year ago, and they knew full well that if we, you know, got wrestling well, that we had a chance to stay with them and pull upset. We needed to pull a couple. You know, so we got that match with D. Piazza, put Deegan out there, who's been out of the lineup for a bit, and D. Piazza state runner-up. Right. And I thought Deegan wrestled well. You know, saved team point. You know, and got, you know, I mean, is what it is. You know, I thought if we could give up only 6 wins and we could hold them and keep them from. Try to keep them somewhere around 33, 34 points, we had a chance to win. And that was the goal. And so that was one where we saved 1 team point. Right. And we'd hoped to save 2, but I thought he wrestled hard and just ended up, I found my bag. I've been looking for it all night. Thank you. And, you know, we were okay at that point, you know, so.
126 pounds. Next up, Landon Freeman goes out and turns the table a little bit. Hunter Taft was his opponent, beats him 13-1.
Yeah, you know, and the other thing was we moved up. When you're the favorite, you don't have to move much. When you're an underdog, you got to find a way to win. Right. So we moved up right from the start. We moved, you know, Deegan was a 20-pounder, but then from there on, we moved everybody up, and it almost worked out. And I thought Landon picked up that extra point. We didn't know if he could get a major or not. I thought the ref might have missed a pin or two that I thought we had out there. There were
some like questionable things. He was lost during the night on
a lot
choice and a lot of things in points, and then there was long conversations which stops the match and any kind of momentum. Yeah. It was an odd night there.
And he's a good official typically too. I don't know quite what was going on, but that was not one of his better officiating nights. And you know, I thought Landon wrestled well though, got that major back. So the truth was, coming out of there, we were about point wise where we probably needed to be. We had hoped to catch a little more bonus point. You know, there may be the other 1 or 2 there. We were close, but I thought Landon wrestled well.
Then you got the young guy, Aspen Tritz, going up to 132, a 16-7 major over Jackson Thorpe. Man, he's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty dang close to a pin there, too, man. And, you know, he spent himself. You look at our guys afterwards, they were tired, not because they're not in shape, but they found out what it is to give your entire, you know, everything you have. Most Most people have no idea in their life what it's like to actually go out there and perform at this level all by yourself, and just to spend yourself mentally. Most people won't do that.
Right.
They just don't know how.
Right.
I asked our kids to do that. Aspen was one of them. He absolutely spent himself out there, and he kept going 6 minutes, and he caught some points there. It wasn't the smartest there in the middle of the match, but
young guy mistakes.
but he was, I would rather try to rein somebody in from that than try to coax them along
Right.
to be more aggressive, because that doesn't work. The other way, you can always tone back a little bit. And I was proud of the way that he wrestled 6 minutes, and he was wrestling for us.
Yeah.
He didn't need to do that. He was trying to get a pin. He
Right.
knew we needed a pin, and he was wrestling for a pin. And I think he was willing to lose the match for his team, and that says something about a person.
Right. 138-pounder Aiden Armagast against Perry Bayer, and Aiden. That was a tough match. He started bad, then all of a sudden, man, he could get a pin here, and then it went the other way.
Yeah, we cracked that headlock, and we were, and then the back points weren't, there, and that was the right call there. And then, but then we got ourselves back in that match, and I thought we were going to catch that double, and it went from a win to I thought we were going to get pinned.
Yeah.
And then even him, he could have laid down and got pinned there. He saved us 2 team points. I thought he was going to get us. I mean, that was almost a 9-point swing that quick, that we were going to catch that takedown, win that match, and all of a sudden, then we almost get pinned, and then he kept fighting for his team. And again, it's one of those where he spent himself, and we couldn't ask for, obviously we wanted to win, but like I said, it's not always like that, and I thought he wrestled hard.
Carter Freeman, one of your senior hammers, last year's state champion. It goes up to 144 for the team, 16-3 major over Brock Ritchie.
Yeah, he did his job, not Carter, the other guy. His job was to slow
Right.
Carter down.
Right.
And he earned his team 2 team points. And Carter worked hard for 6 minutes. And if he wrestled that kid and they were both trying to win, Carter would probably tech fall him or pin him.
Sure.
But that kid did what he was supposed to do. His job wasn't to win. His job was to save 1, 2, 3 team points. And he made Carter work. And, he did his job. Carter did his job. We just, almost caught him and pinned him. We were close. We were close to getting a few pins that would have turned that whole momentum. And but again, I thought Carter wrestled hard. We just didn't get those extra bonuses, but he did pick up a major. And we needed more than that, and he was going for it.
Yep. Then you go through the real heart of their lineup. Starting at 150, you get Peyton Lee. He gets a fall over Jack Ackerman.
And he's a cradler, and we just didn't have any options at that point. We didn't know if they were going to actually move Brock Ritchie up and then move their whole lineup up. I think they were prepared to do that if they needed to, but they got the wins down low they needed, so then they were just going to take their pins. They were going to take their 6 there, and it wasn't much we could do. And so
You're just outmatched.
yeah, and we got pinned there, and there they were on their way.
Mason Tritz at 157. Again, another close match with Ryan Schmidt. Kind of goes from behind to coming back into the match and almost again getting big upset.
Yeah, that kid, pretty funky. Really, really unorthodox style of wrestling. We hadn't seen him, we hadn't wrestled him with anybody before. And I think, obviously we wanted to win that match. We had to win that match to win the duel, and we didn't. Same with Aiden. When we lost those 2 matches, those are 2 matches that were must-wins for us. And then, down the road, though, I think that'll help Mason beat him on Saturday to get down to Madison. The losses sting, but we got to reset. And in the end, I think that loss hurt in our dual meet. But I think we'll find a way to get Mason to Madison from the experience he had with that kid out there.
Right. 165, Jeremiah Peters. We talked about him fighting against Colin DeGroot. Saved a team point, only give up tech ball.
Oh, he was so overmatched in that match, and there's a lot of times he doesn't fight. Probably the thing that frustrates me the most with him is I see him in practice every night, and he can fight. And then in the matches, there's some disconnect between, it's really hard sometimes to perform out here like he can in practice. And he's one of those guys that struggles with that. And I thought tonight he made the group work and saved a team point. And that was a better effort than he did the first round. Yeah. And that's all we asked of him. He did his job.
175-pounder Oakley Palouse, the freshman, up against Brady Sprangers, and again, saved a team point, didn't get pinned, and fought that entire match.
Yeah, kid ranked number 3 in the state against a freshman with a losing record, and we saved a team point and made the match go long. What else could you ask of them at that point?
Right.
You know, what happens is sometimes, you can catch people. And Oakley did that last week with a Merrill kid,
Yep.
when he finds a way to win. The discrepancy in, I'm not going to say talent because it's not necessarily talent. I'll say in success this year, a number 3 ranked kid against a guy with a losing record. There was almost no way we could win that match,
Right.
So he did everything that he could. I was proud of his effort too. We saved a team point, and I didn't know that we could make it that long with him. And so, again, that was kind of the way the match was going to go.
Yeah. 190, that allowed them to put Liam Crook on Kyler Tritz, and Kyler Tritz goes down to Tech Falk. Crook is just excellent.
Yeah, they chose that match before the duel started.
Yep.
At weigh-in. They double weighed. Sprangers is who Kyle wrestled at the sectional. They flipped them, trying to get that matchup, and also to pin Kai down. They knew that if Kyler would win, we had a chance to win a duel, so they wanted to have the option to shut us down.
Right.
We had a feeling that's the way they would do that, and that's the way they did it.
Yep.
And Kai didn't wrestle a bad match. Crooks, we weren't ready for that. Him being that good on his feet. Typically, he beats people on top. He's improved a lot on his feet. I think that's a good match for Kai, though, coming into that sectional that we had the feel now of somebody shooting at us. And I think Kai's going to wrestle Saturday night. I really do. Not this Saturday, but 2 Saturdays, a downstate tournament. And this match is one of them that he needed to have. And hopefully it pays off down the road.
215-pounder Ashton Stainbrook against Zach Winnikins, and again, Winnikins with a fall, and Stainbrook just a very inexperienced guy on the mat and trying to do his job.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to wrestle him at that point. There was no other outcome that he was going to get pinned, and he was going to get pinned. But he was standing there with his warm-up off, and he said he had one match in him, and we didn't wrestle him the first round. He's a senior that came out to wrestle, and I guess, why not wrestle in the team sectional?
Sure.
And so we just give him an experience that, probably never, a lot of people don't get to do this kind of stuff. And, there he had a shot at it. And so I stuck him out there and just thought it was the right thing to do. And, and the outcome was pretty inevitable. And it ended up being what it was, And, he's been a pleasure to have on our team. And, he did what we asked of him.
They forfeited to the big guy, Tanner Gormanson, trying not to probably see any of their heavyweight for the
state tournament.
Yeah, probably.
Seeding stuff now comes into play in these. State tournament now is seeded, and we're 1-1 with them. And whoever wins the match on Saturday now is going to be the, have the higher seed at state tournament or have a shot at the higher seed. So that was gamesmanship on their part, and in that case, it was the right thing to do. And disappointed for the crowd, but it was kind of
expected.
It was predicted.
Yeah. 106-pounder Jackson Freeman goes against Trenton Van Schindel. Van Schindel is a wrestling name from the Kaukauna area for a long time.
Yeah, that was one that I'd hoped would not look quite like that. I don't think Jackson wrestled a very good match, and we're gonna have to wrestle him on Saturday and make that match closer if he wants to wrestle in Madison. Again, that was just a lot of emotion gone in the duel and that, and then he wrestled.
Adrenaline dump.
Yep, and he just did not have a good match.
Luke Hamlet, 113, the final match against Nick Jenkins, and goes down 16-1.
Yeah, I was hoping he didn't get tacked there at the end. He was, pretty close to keeping his hands free. Jenkins ranked number 4 in the state, and Luke battled him. I mean, he did. I think he got a cheap takedown against him. I don't think that was a takedown, and that would have kept him from getting tacked. And Jenkins is going to be a guy that he's going to probably follow to Madison. He's going to have to beat the 3 guys that he wrestled last week if he wants to get to Madison. But Jenkins is the guy coming from the other side. And, he wrestled hard, and probably that was the score I had on a piece of paper starting was he was going to probably beat that bad. So.
Red Raiders switch gears now. Tonight's done. They go to individual side, individual sectionals at Menasha.
Yeah, goal for us now, we got 11 guys going, is to get more than half of them down to Madison. That's our goal. One of the goals we had on our board, was win a team sectional and win a team state title, and we just 2 of those are gone. We have 1 goal left that we can attain, and that is get 7 guys to Madison. Pretty stout goal in this sectional. Going to be tough to do.
Right.
I like our chances at a pretty good number of them. Getting to 7, going to take an effort. But sometimes when you lose your team goals, then the individual becomes all you have left, and you take a better crack at it. So I think we're going to wrestle good Saturday, and I like our chances of hitting that last team goal.
Yeah, we plan on bringing you that in Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Thanks, Coach, for stopping by on a start off good, but then a tough night, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys wrestle in the individual sectional in Menasha.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Craig.
Thanks for Craig, Tim, Scott, Tesch, and head coach Scott Bennett. We'll bring you that individual sectional on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.